situation. So you know that Benny Gantz is in town and meeting with the Vice President and people at the White House today and with Secretary Blinken tomorrow. How focused are these discussions going to be on the aid situation, which you just said was intolerable?
So it will be at the top of the agenda. I won't speak in detail as to what the Vice President, the National Security Advisor, will discuss with the minister. I'm sure that they will provide readouts and speak to those meetings at some point. But I can tell you it is at the top of the agenda. It will be at the top of the agenda when Secretary Blinken meets with Minister Gantz tomorrow. It's something that the Secretary raised in a phone call with Ron Dermer, the Israeli Minister for Strategic Affairs, earlier today, to press that more must be done to get aid into Gaza, to ensure that the delivery of aid is sustained into Gaza, and to ensure that once aid gets into Gaza, it can be distributed to those who need it.
Okay, and based on the conversation the Secretary had with former Ambassador Dermer this morning, do you have any indication that the Israelis are willing to allow more aid in, especially since you've been pushing for several weeks now on opening Erez crossing in the north into Gaza, and that has not yet happened?
So I will let the Israeli government speak for themselves about decisions that they take, but we will continue to press them to allow more aid in through Rafah, through Kerem Shalom, and to open additional crossings to the north. As we've spoken about before, it's extremely difficult to get aid from southern Gaza and central Gaza into the north right now. We all saw the horrific video last week of commercial deliveries in the north to people who are incredibly desperate for food, and the way they, when they see any hope of a chance of getting food, the way they rush to get it, it's a clear sign that more needs to be done, and so that's what we're pressing the government of Israel to do.
But do you have any indication that they get it and that they're accepting your appeals?
Again, I don't want to speak for them, but it's something we're continuing to press.
I'm not asking you to speak for them. I'm asking you to tell me to tell everyone here what, whether or not you think that your arguments are having an impact.
It is an issue that we remain incredibly focused on. The government of Israel tells us, as they say publicly, that they want to ensure that aid gets to those who need it. But ultimately, as you've heard us say when it comes to other matters, it's the results that matter, not the intent. And right now, not enough aid is getting in, and not enough aid is getting distributed, and that needs to change.